Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
At the time, called no, it's not the latter one. I'm not seeing anything. I'm from yesterday. So,
Auto drive now enabled.
I still auto drive because this game has all the time.
Auto drive now disabled.
They said this game has nicer cars too, you know. The same car I'm driving.
Auto drive now enabled.
You can pick any character you want. This game is just pick the character you want, and I just pick the random characters I want to play, because they're my favorite characters I like to play, so that's why. So yeah.
By now you must have reached 20 Fenchurch Street.
Auto drive now
is located at the top of the building. Lift access only.
Because it's hard to do that, you know? I'm putting on the sidewalk. We take that as part of the gun.
You have arrived at the Walkie-Talkie Club, where those with more money than sense come to lose both.
The Walkie-Talkie Club is frequented by all manner of crooked elites. And the owners, Clan Kelly, have an AI in place to collect blackmail material. Find that AI, and let's see for ourselves what these corrupt scumbags have to hide.
This is the walkie-talkie club. It's like a fighter. So flicks. Stairs because there's a lot of guards everywhere, so if I want to get in, nice spider. Yeah. Okay, so I need to figure out a way to get down here. So I need to. This guy has his own drone, and he has his own radio station. So, yeah.
tunnels. Dear God.
I dated someone who was like way too into spy movies. It was so
Oh no, no!
Then
Well, you worked hard and persevered, and now we have nothing. The AI is not actually here, just a relay sending the club's data off-site. I'll find where it's all going, and you find a way out of this loud, obnoxious sweat hole. Deal? Deal. I've done some digging, and it looks like the facial recognition AI was created by Broker Tech.
Broker Tech? They're one of the biggest software companies on the planet. Always keep their noses clean, too. If they're buying blackmail material from the Kellys, that's big news.
Everything the AI is collecting here is being sent directly to Broker Tech HQ. We have to go there to get the data.
Time for me to go.
Please, help! Not my concern.
Filming is commencing for the Global British Broadcasting Network. GBB, first on the scene.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
You have arrived at BrokerTech, lead innovators in software and AI technology, founded by CEO Sky Larson when she was just 25. Talk about an overachiever.
It's a shame that all that blackmail material is locked away in there where no one can see it. Perhaps we should get it out in the open.
I believe that's exactly what our 404 friend has in mind.
I'm on it.
Dang, I'm gonna fight them and then you're gonna start shooting at me? Heck no, ain't gonna happen.
Can't get it from here. Fall back.
You're not going to escape.
Last known location. Last visual contact. Help, please! Checking down. Going in for
Gangster, prison gangster. Should have been from the prankster.
shit! Falling back!
No chance.
I have all the blackmail data, and dear God, people are disgusting. I wonder how this family values politician will appreciate his S&M sessions on public display. Oh well, let's find out. Blackmail data is hereby leaked.
Fantastic. Hell, isn't that a nice bit of money?
I'd say it's a thankless job, but someone just sent us a video link named thankyou.mp4, so at least it's a one-thank job.
Let's see it then.
You have completed your first contract with 404, the dark web's first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. I am in the network.
Auto drive now
I give
enabled.
the contracts. That's all you need to know about me. I'm nobody.
Auto drive now
I'm
disabled.
out. I'm also connected to your optic now, so let's see who you are. Hold on. Are you a DedSec? Oh, this is fucking mint, this. Yeah, that's more like it. Fortune's smiling on us today, DedSec. The world is fucked. And we can help each other set things right. I'm at Somerset House staking out contracts. Come and find me. Let's talk. Laters.
Well, that was creepy.
Who was that, Bagley?
I've run
Auto
Nout's
drive
name
now
and Facebook. Usual database isn't turned up. Nothing. Oh, Nout. Right. Just got that.
We're not actually thinking of walking into a meeting with this dark web weirdo, are we?
Worth the risk, in my opinion. She seems like a real DedSec fan, and I'd certainly rather have her as a friend than an enemy.
If she isn't with Zero Day, she might know who is. And if she is with Zero Day, it's probably a trap. Either way, we'll have new information.
Agreed. Let's do it.
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
Grace. She wanted it. She took it.
Grace. Oh my god. One word. Amazing.
If you want a favor, ask Grace.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Grace under pressure. Grace from God.
I didn't know what to expect, but I liked it a lot. It's amazing. Really.
See the show they're calling Amazing. Grace. Playing at the Pavilion now.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
You're in. Now find the thing.
What's going on? Some weird ass shit's going on there.
Sign up for our waitlist today. Furkatech is led to the world. Like cats, we go badly to your optics. But our latest endeavor is something entirely new. Technology and two sides of the same coin. That is at the heart of Bitcoin. A chance to leave the troubles of the world behind. The new society wants you. A society of peace and relation, love and prosperity. Go on in to see the updates from daily Pinch of your mind. Once a procedure and you can be free forever. and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, and the future is very bright. Berkutech has led to the world in AI innovation. We automated London's black cabs, we brought Bagley to your optics. But our latest endeavours have been entirely new. Technology and humanity, two sides of the same coin. That is at the heart of Daybreak. A chance to leave the troubles of the world behind. A new society awaits you. A society of peace and innovation, of love and prosperity. Join our members to receive updates when Daybreak goes live. Unleash the full potential of your mind. One simple clean procedure and you can be free forever. Sign up for our waitlist today and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, and the future is very bright indeed. Berkutech has led the world in AI innovation. We automated London's black cabs, we Bagley. Our latest endeavours have been tiny. Technology and humanity, two sides of the same coin. That is at the heart of it. Come to leave the troubles of the world behind. Peace and innovation. Join our members to receive updates when Daybreak goes live. Unleash the full potential of your mind. One simple new procedure and you can be free forever. Sign up for our waitlist today and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, but the future is very bright indeed. Berkutech has led to the world in AI innovation. We automated London's black cabs, we brought Bagley to your optics. But our latest endeavours have been entirely new. Technology and humanity, two sides of the same coin. That is at the heart of Daybreak. A chance to leave the troubles of the world behind. Things may seem bleak now, but a new society awaits you. A society of peace and innovation, of love and prosperity. Join our members to receive updates when Daybreak goes live. Unleash the full potential of your mind. One simple convenient procedure and you can be free forever. Sign up for our waitlist today and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, and the future is very bright indeed. Berkutech has led to the world in AI innovation. We automated London's black cabs, we brought Bagley to your optics. But our latest endeavours have been entirely new. Technology and humanity, two sides of the
Nout?
Hey, you made it.
You look busy.
What? Oh, him. Yeah, he thought I was trespassing. I set him straight.
Grand.
Now, about that message I sent you. I might have been a little overexcited. Oh, shut up! I've been investigating a massive contract. Too massive for the plebs who use 404. This contract is different. Dangerous.
Who is it?
I will tell you. But first I have to trust you. And you have to trust me, you know? So, I'm gonna send you another 404 contract. Let's just get to know each other a little better.
Right. And how can we be sure these targets of yours have it coming?
Oh, there you go. Asking the right questions. Trust me. I do my research. I know every contract inside out, and they're all part of the problem. London, the world, will be much better off with our help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to move this twat before he gets his strength back. Laters.
Not a trap. Sounds like we have a potential partnership with this mean, aggressive mystery woman. Give it a think and we'll discuss once you're out of Somerset House.
Good idea.
Unleash the full potential of your mind. One simple convenient procedure and you can be free forever. Sign up for our waitlist today and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future.
Any ideas?
I like the way she thinks. No way she's with 0 day. At least I hope not. Kind of want to marry the bird.
It's never a mistake to take the money, darling. I say we keep going.
If you decide to become gig economy hacktivists, then I'll support you, because I literally have no choice.
Our latest endeavour is something entirely new. Technology and humanity, two sides of the same coin. That is at the heart of Daybreak.
Think you're allowed to be here? Jog on.
All units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Where did they go?
Trying to make a big getaway, catch up on Huxley, Hergé and Hemingway. Stay conflicted, either lost faith or it never existed. Did psychedelics kickstart religion? Written in stone for
Calling off the pursuit. Over and out.
Overlegging it. Overlegging it. You're overlegging it. Overlegging it. Overlegging it. You're overlegging it.
Weeks have passed since the Oval Blaze killed 12, and yet the fire brigade remains unapologetic, despite claims of impropriety. Join us on GBB for the story behind the headlines.
here.
Well done. Let me tell you about your contract. The Nexus Tower holds a quantum computer used by Albion. It simulates civilian response to large-scale events. Mass arrests, deportations, bombings.
So it's a computer that helps them optimize being evil twats. Fucking grand.
It's a main piece of work. Destroy the quantum computer. That's the contract.
Bloody fool!
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have the rent's really gotten that bad?
Well, that's motivating. Let's go, Bags. It would be bad not to get spotted here.
All units, proceed to the alarm location. location on the 1033. Advised conditions.
Begin searching. Drone, initiate search.
You're a natural. Next step is to wait for Now to get back to us. But don't wait here. That would be a shit idea.
Yeah.
Trail's gone cold. Let's regroup.
Dead good. Glad to establish a foundation of trust. I'm ready to show you the contract I'm investigating. Go to the GBB. You shouldn't have any trouble finding her.
Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
You're listening to the bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headache.
You're listening to the bug. The Resistance comedy show.
listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there have been some news about death.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the resistance and/or terrorist organisation, believe according to preference.
Ah, the GBB, once considered the world's greatest public broadcaster, now considered, quote, quite shit. This is where you'll find Alp's big contract.
Going in is not possible, but we can maybe watch what's happened from the roof. I have an access point.
Shoot, I'm gonna get freaking all across the freaking roof. Can't get freaking anything. Shit. What's up?
What do we have here?
Yesterday, guess and watch it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that post notification if you can want to. So, see the thing and trying to get up to the rooftop. find a drone I can use to get up to the rooftop, you dig? Yes. On quick. Just need to figure out a way to get up to the rooftop. Bing. Right here. So this is what it was. I think I saw. Let's park this car. Park this car and take this thing out the thing.
Don't see anything here. Just heard something.
Piece of it.
It's not available.
Detected. Beginning investigation. We have an intruder! Suspect's injured!
Everything you are is in your brain. Your love, your fear, your dreams, even the cheeky ones, are all electrical signals firing back and forth between your ears. This right here is more powerful than any computer, but it has its limitations. I watched my mother succumb to motor neuron disease, and her loss made me realize that death comes to us all. could change that? What if we could scan your brain and upload the neural map to the cloud? Well, it would mean the end of human suffering, of death itself, and the beginning of a new society where war, oppression, disease are all worries of the past. Hello, my name is Sky Larson. I'm CEO of BrokerTech, and this is Daybreak. Now, since all of you have signed up for our waitlist, I'm sure you're eager to see how Daybreak really works. But before we do that, I'll ask the technicians at the board to cut the live feed. We wouldn't want any uninvited guests recording these trade secrets. Daybreak is an imaging system which scans the...
There you have it, DedSec. The big contract.
You want to go after Sky Larson? As in, the Sky Larson?
Oh, I want to do more than that. Problem is, Larson hasn't been seen in public in nearly 2 years, and he can't kill a hologram. I've been trying to track her down. I found a home here in London, but that, well...
But Sky Larson revolutionised AI. She automated most of the city and created our man Bagley. Is she collecting data on us? What's she up to?
Plenty. But you need to see for yourself. Her mansion's in Westminster. Things you'll see in there.
She disconnected.
Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything.
Bagley, can you find Sky Larson's house?
Of course, I'll just crack open the yellow pages. Oh, look, there she is, right under B, for billionaires who obviously don't publicise their home address, you sweet, dumb baby. I've narrowed it down to St James's Square, but that's the best I can do.
I bet Nat knows where it is. We should call her.
Tried already. She's offline.
Nat seemed positively spooked by what she saw in Sky's mansion. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
Very through the said vehicle.
Suspect has crossed the checkpoint. Over.
Auto drive now enabled.
Can anyone see the suspect? All units force this suspect to stop.
Auto drive now enabled.
Shit! Brake! Brake!
Hey, I found Sky's... No, wait. The property here is owned by someone called Sky LaFantano. No E. What are the odds? This house does not belong to Sky Larson. But why do you suppose they leave their front gate open? None of these buildings are owned by Sky Larson. Incidentally, reading through property records and cross-referencing names is a real bore. And it only takes me 3 seconds. I've scanned property records for the nearby houses and found nothing connecting them to Sky Larson. Her residence is not here. Sky Larson's residence is nearby.
I think it's time to have a poke around.
Well, this building has a not at all suspicious profile. The property is owned by Kakani Medical, but there are records of basement digging paid for by Brokertech. I believe you just found Sky Larson's London residence, famously vacated 2 years ago after Larson stopped making public appearances. I'd say a nice neighbourly wellness check is about due, wouldn't you?
the bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in a vacuum of today's Britain. I say 5 10 burning back.
I'll shove harder.
Attention civilians. Disobeying the directive from Alpha personnel is grounds for detainment.
Oh my god, I know. No, so you just... Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. You just... Oh my god, I know. No, so you just... Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. You just gotta call him. And...
Welcome home, Sky Larson. I am pleased you have returned after a prolonged absence.
Better play along.
Elevator locked. Perhaps some music as you get comfortable. What would you like to listen to?
Play something fresh.
Sky, you have not worked in your lab for quite some time. I can contact the Broker Tech Service Center if you are dissatisfied with house operations. Key activated, elevator unlocked, basement lab accessible. Perhaps you would like to visit your lab. Perhaps you would like to visit your lab. Perhaps you... Welcome to your lab.
Holy shit, are you guys seeing this?
You're too far underground to get a signal, so it looks like it's up to you to collect whatever intel you can.
Yeah, here's some intel for you. Sky Larson's a fucking weirdo.
Front door locked. Key activation required.
Shit!
Perhaps you would enjoy a stroll around the garden, Sky. I've reconstructed some past experiments you might like to revisit. I hope they enhance your experience.
Well, it certainly didn't take long for us to find a dead body.
And something tells me Ada the dog here isn't the only one we'll find.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Take me inside. I'm tired. Let's stay in the gazebo a moment longer. Isn't it nice to be back home? This place isn't my home. It's a monstrosity. I'm sorry you don't like it, Mother. It was quite a project. Waste of money is what it is. Why go to so much trouble for such a foolish enterprise? Look, I know you're scared. I would be too. But I will not leave your side until you're better.
So now you know more than the doctors. There is no getting better. Bloody wristband.
Here. What are you doing? There are no more hospitals. No more doctors. I'm taking care of you now.
Someone's left a key code on the wristband. Perhaps that code will unlock the front door.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Mother, the neural mapping procedure is completely safe.
What is wrong with you? I said no, and that is final. I've been to the garage. I've seen what you did to Ada.
Ada is alive and well. You call that alive? Sky, where do you get your twisted ideas? I will not become another of your sick creations. Sick? You think I'm sick? How do you think I became that way, Mother? Sky, you listen to me. This is not your decision. I forbid it. And I am still your mother.
Apologies, Sky. I'm afraid I had to dispose of your perishables. Would you like me?
Hello? Say again?
Sky. Specimen name, Ada. Species, Border Collie. Neural upload status, alive and well.
Well, this is completely fucked. Who could do this to a living thing?
There, good girl.
Perhaps you would like to go upstairs. Many memories. Upstairs.
Where's the code for this door?
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
No. No drugs.
Perhaps you'd like to go downstairs with
So bad was it?
the others.
Oh,
Perhaps you'd like to join the others.
It's all under control. I'm here, your home. This isn't my home. This is...
Would you like to take a nap? I can adjust the lights accordingly.
Sky's bedroom is a normal bedroom. Don't know what I was expecting.
Now entering another of your sick creations.
Bagley, I think I speak for everyone when I say, what the fuck?
Data reconstruction in progress.
Neural mapping procedure ended at 1327. Subject passed away at 1329. That is a 2-minute post-scan deterioration, which is a significant improvement on the early days. Consider yourself lucky, Mother. Subject ready for neural deletion.
Sky Larson. Now enter my room.
Day 1 of the neural deletion procedure. Subject is 1. Sinead Larson. Activating now.
Sky. Where am I? I can't see.
Subject's lucidity confirms what I can see on the code. The neural map is intact and fully functioning.
Subject?
We'll begin deleting lines of code now.
How? Oh my god. You disobeyed me.
That's enough, Mother.
Sweetheart, please, please don't do this to your own mom. Let me die in peace.
You never believed in me, Mother. But you'll believe now. Day 2. Motor strip is completely unnecessary. Control A, delete.
I feel ill.
Day 12. Preserve the limbic code for now. The emotional response is fascinating.
Please.
Day 20. Moving on to the frontal lobe. My new security system won't have any need to think for itself.
Sky, please. If you only knew the pain.
Temporal code. Day 29. Finally, it will delete the limbic code. Turn the light on and off. Very good. Play some music. You know what I like. Lovely. I think this new arrangement will work quite nicely. What do you think?
Sky Larson, always innovating.
It explains her process. She takes a fully modelled human mind and then chops bits of it until she can control it. That's quite troubling.
You knew I wasn't Sky, didn't you? You wanted me to see all this nightmare fuel.
Yes. Welcome. I don't know. You. I can't see. I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Your daughter, do you know where she is?
Yes. I need your help. I don't want to live like this. Sky is twisted. If you only knew the pain.
Oh. I think I get it. If I put you out of your misery, you'll tell me where Sky is.
Yes. Let me die in peace.
How?
I've received the coordinates and a message that simply says, thank you. Now, can we please get out of here?
DedSec, you there?
Now?
I'm upstairs. Come on up when you're ready.
Was really trying to a mother and trying to tell her, oh no, it would be okay, but she hurt her. She put drugs in her, forcing her to do all that. That didn't really help her at all. So
You saw what was down there, didn't you? You knew.
Yeah. Her mother begged me to... I just couldn't. So now you see what's at stake. Daybreak is about to launch, and if it does, thousands more people are going to meet the same fate, and they won't all die. Sky will be free to torture them forever.
Sky's bot gave us her location.
She did? Oh, she's mint. So what do you say, are we in this?
Yeah, we're in this. Watch our backs, yeah?
Dead good.
Well, the mission we... Ready for action?
Sure. Let's go.
I don't know who the hell you think you are, or what you think you saw in my home, but I'm warning you, stay away. I've given my life to Daybreak, and I'm not going to let some nobody take it away from me. I will track you down, and I will make your life very, very difficult. Because I can afford it. Can you?
Wait, how did she find us?
Sky Larson built an iceberg smart mansion run by her digitally lobotomized mother, but this is the part you can't believe.
Maybe her mother deserved it. I know mine does.
She's scared. There's no other reason for her to threaten us.
She's smart to be scared. Send me the coordinates.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Gotta be great. I gotta take a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%.
Don't judge. Don't judge.
Security measures are in effect throughout London City.
Bloody fool!
What?
You want something? Is that it?
What's going on? One more second. I will personally blind myself with clearing. What's this? Watch yourself, please.
Having a laugh, nonsense.
Spread out and find them!
Package searches are at the discretion of Albion agents. Search at any time. Failure to do so is a crime.
Think the suspect gave us a slip. Call it in.
Pesky robot.
Albion
Rubbish. I've had it.
Come through.
All units, possible suspect or suspects. Control, we are ready to engage.
I got a lot of toys. To the dollar, to the Fall Out Boys. To the all to the dumb again.
No vision of the suspect.
Yeah, I'm everything. Yeah. I got a niggas on me. I'm got a niggas on me.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
Code 3, closest units proceed to alarm location.
Can't see who tripped the alarm on your research. Drone, begin search.
Check another area.
You are making me do.
Checking the area. Sending location on a 1033. Advise conditions.
Moving on.
Searching the perimeter. Target remains undetected.
Stay alert.
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Moving to the hostile's location. Over. Driving into the vehicle. Over.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
Pointless. Sucker.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Let's take a holiday. Well, when the taxi drops us out. Back off.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Protest rallies are not permitted.
All right, all right. I'm all in. What have you got? Read 'em and weep. 5 aces.
You wouldn't let people cheat at cards, so why let them cheat at life? People who are here illegally are cheating the system, and we don't think that's fair. Let's make Britain a fair place to live again. See it, say it, and we'll take care of the rest. SIRS. We're
Auto
here
drive
to
now
listen
disabled.
to you.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Yeah.
Auto drive now enabled.
Yeah. Yeah, I live in the moment.
Auto drive now disabled.
Don't forget it. Just give me one night, you won't forget it. Yeah. I'ma tell you one more time. Just don't play, homie, don't mind. Yeah. Don't forget it. Just give me one night, you won't forget it. Get it. I remember
Auto drive now enabled.
now I'm on the road. Like 40 shows. This is my life, this is all that I
Auto drive now disabled.
You have arrived at your destination, Bloom Complex.
All this time she's been holed up in Bloom.
Ever since Larson sold, well, me, to Bloom, she's maintained close ties with the company.
This just gets better and better.
Will you look at this place? We'll need to pull some info from the server banks to have a hope of finding her.
I'm on it.
We should spread out and search the area. Something up.
I don't be nobody. I'm gonna run and run. Stuck out there in my pocket. I got me to touch. You got me to touch. You got me to touch. Oh, I don't know. Hang on me on that. You can count a little.
Quite excited to share this with you, the board of directors. The facility will be an extension of my quantum computing lab and will house certain other endeavors that I prefer not to share during this presentation. This is valuable real estate you have under your feet. It's as if you've been waiting for me to put it to good use.
What's this thing Larson's got with secret underground facilities, I swear?
You'll need to find a lift to get down to her level.
Check neural upload status. 90%, not good enough. Load processor temperature.
Fucking hell, she's uploading herself!
Jesus fuck, she's a few minutes away from immortality. If you don't kill her upload, we'll have no way of stopping her or Daybreak.
Mate, you've uncovered a gold mine of data here. I'll harvest whatever I can while you save the world.
Any ideas?
The neural upload is being routed through the quantum computers in this lab. Hacking them would stop the psychopath from becoming an AI-augmented superintelligence, but no pressure or anything.
What was that? Corbet's disentangling connections rerouted. This isn't an accident. You're here, aren't you? You didn't heed my warning. What are you doing? Redirecting memory access. You should have stayed away. You are making the biggest mistake of your life, and you will pay dearly for it. Stop now, please, before it's too late. You do? Restart upload. Come on, restart upload! Security to the quantum lab. Security to the quantum lab. Code red.
Let them get away!
Listen to me. What you saw in my lab, that was nothing more than the early stages of a very important experiment. It may not be pleasant, but Daybreak is the future of the human species. The only future, really. Look around. Corruption, climate change, nuclear war. Humanity is doomed to self-destruction, but Daybreak can change that. Help me bring about the next stage of human evolution. We can save lives. We can ascend.
Dead sick? Are you seeing all this? She's dying.
You brought a friend.
Everyone you killed and tortured. All of that was to save your sorry life. You're pathetic.
This isn't about me. With our minds in the cloud, humanity can endure any natural disaster. We can be safe, free, and happy forever.
I don't give a shit about humanity. You're a psycho brat who wants what she wants and fuck everyone else, including your mother.
You still have time to make things right. Reactivate my upload. Let me live so I can continue my work.
Mate, you can't believe a single thing she says. Now shut down her life support and finish this.
Whatever you decide. She can't stop you. I can't stop you. The choice is yours.
Nope, I'm gonna let you die. Sorry.
Yes. Do what's right.
Sky Larson has completed her cloud upload. She's gone.
What the fuck? Dead sec, that was my big contract and you just let her get away.
Let's have that debate somewhere that isn't here.
I think I should let her die. Dang, I should have pressed upload. Dang, I should have pressed upload. I should upload and let her finish her work so let her die. killed her mother and everything. Like, what the heck, man?
Give up now.
Hey, you went dark for a while there. What happened?
Your mate gave Larson fucking immortality. Pathetic.
She's right now. We're fucked as a species. Larson is actually thinking about how to save lives.
Isn't that supposed to be your fucking job? I can't help but think of those AI she created. Lobotomized, enslaved, shit.
You're vexed, I get it. But we still want to work with you. What can we do?
You can fuck right off. That's what you can do.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion VMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
We're going to confront the CEO of a private military company in charge of securing London. Can't fucking wait. I hope he got more of a plan than kicking his front door in.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
Hey, it's me. Sorry for hanging up on you. Look, if you really still want to make a difference, you're free to use the 404 hubs and complete contracts. Beyond that, I just need some time away from you lot. Laters.
Listen. Getting gas on new 16 like who wants to come crash me? Might see me on Jenkins Road or front like FP. Start.
Broker Tech announced earlier today the official launch of Daybreak, the neural mapping technology designed to allow people to live forever. Already, customers on the company waitlist are undergoing the procedure behind closed doors. A source within Broker Tech said that the project is being carried out in memory of the company's founder, the late Sky Larson.
Finishing work at 9, hit studio till 6. Starting work at 12, same old shit for the kids. Man trying to rep for the
Hey,
How are you?
me? I haven't slept since we found Sky Larson's AI lab.
Hmm.
She killed people and put their minds in cages. It's fucking abominable.
You know what creeps me out the most? It's the fact that they're still conscious. Every AI the woman ever made is a thinking thing that used to be a person. Like murdered ghosts in hell.
That was in Watchdog 2.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
She's the hacker.
It is fucking horrifying.
It was crazy.
Right? If that ever happens to me, one of you better damn well wipe my hard drive.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is suspicious timing, if you ask me.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
What are you doing here?
I'll be honest with you. I wanted to kill every last one of you over what happened at Bloom, for real. But I could use a hand tracking down Sky Larson's neural map nightmares, so I thought, hey, here's a chance for DedSec to make things right again.
I'm listening.
I just clocked a hit and run by a black cab. Happened a while ago, but the news ain't picking up on it.
What's that got to do with it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because all of London's black cabs are driverless, run by AI.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
I'm on it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley.
Can Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
That's that new drug, right? Heard the name, not much else.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
And kill a lot of people.
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it. Are you ready for a new operation?
Oh, yes. Let's see what kind of trouble we can cause.
Yeah, no, I know. Yep. No, I know. She's in the kitchen on the right. Yes, I did. It's in the kitchen on the...
It's you again.
Could you step back, please? Bugger off!
I mean, you're positive? It's unacceptable!
I need your right. Do I need to use this?
My man. You're up. What shall we do today?
As you know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers.
Auto drive. Now enabled.
The corporation. Today, BBB is a shadow of its form. It's become a tool used by the government to
Auto drive now
fake news
enabled.
and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national...
Auto drive now disabled.
Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who sees
Auto drive now
broadcasters
enabled.
built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. And because that meant money.
Auto drive now disabled.
And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulated techniques around behavioral economics.
Auto drive now enabled.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they...
Auto drive now disabled.
This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate back.
Auto drive now enabled.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its...
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
So let's be friendly and say hello.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, someone's paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Right, okay.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Hey, look, windows. Do you think that's big enough for me?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Piss easy. I got this. What is this place? An ancient video game temple? There's so many fucking traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Piss easy. I got this.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Just
traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
You just did a giant dive on from a giant tall. You just did. You did a giant dive off of that, so it'll be like it's still. I might start over the game too, maybe. Maybe a different character, you know.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Wait. Calm down, man.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Fuck no. Think more resistancy.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Kill me if you got to, but run!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know. Why else would I be risking my ass here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we want your help. Cass is no friend of ours. He tried to end us and he had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fuck me sideways.
Neutralizing hostile target.
Target is on foot. I say again, target on foot.
Hostile target.
Anyone have visual? Anyone? All units, disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, he... we would have some mad plan to fix all these problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice.
Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cybersecurity sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As you know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up... by journalists and torn down by... cities all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of a... that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where, whether you're talking about
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we...
They know about the law and shit. You think they could kind of help me out with a cat-based custody issue?
Ironically, running an illegal resistance group would be easier if we had someone to consult for legal advice.
All over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where, whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible, and because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in, and it kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything, and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in and say, no, wait, we are the truth. So the ground for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere. And anything that threatened them or they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation, that's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is if you were telling the truth, it's very hard to...
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news. misinformation.
Auto
So how did we
drive
get
now
here?
enabled.
Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own
Auto
safety.
drive now disabled.
Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
When I say don't move, you stop moving.